Okay, we are back. Sorry, I had to go quickly take care of something, but we are back and underway. This time I actually have a stopwatch set up so I know how long my stream is going for. I have two monitors and the other one has the stream manager up, but I'm partially blind, and so in order for me to go look at it, I have to get like super duper close. And it's a little bit of a pain. I noticed in the previous stream, never connected this power up, so it never helped out the base. And I also misquoted or misnamed an item. It's called the auto extractor. I said auto arm about 40 times using it incorrectly. So if you're watching this after watching the previous one, know that I am making the self-correction. I was in error. I am aware. Anywho, let's get back to the game. I need to get some tungsten back to the planet so I can progress. And I have also created a little bit of a quandary for myself because I got all these research items I'd like to take back too. But I could also build a research base here, but I need power. Actually, no. Let's just take the tungsten back to base. Whoa. Yeah. The decisions are hard. I just don't want to make 15 trips, you know. I know tungsten's only available in certain locations, so I'm gonna end up having to come back anyway, no matter what. That being said, I am taking my cutie RTG with me. And we will keep this stick of dynamite here because that's gonna just make this part of the mission. It's related to a mission. I won't spoil too much, but where is it? Ah, here it is. Blow up the data. Yeah, and it leads to a whole other quest. Sorry. Hang on 1 second. And we're back. 3 minutes in and I'm already choking and dying. Anywho, we're gonna leave things practically. You know what? Well, I got all this resin here, and I'm thinking about it. Let's just go ahead, make life a teensy bit easy. Who knows? I might come up with a genius solution plan to get more stuff back to the house. I already have one in my mind. Oh, hey. That might help. So, have I... I have not. Lithium's gonna be on Novos. That's gonna be where I go to get iron and lithium at the same time. Spoilers. Yeah, I can build both. Well, can't build the solar panels here, but I can build the wind turbines. So let's do that. ceramic and aluminum. Aluminum. Yeah. Handle things now, that way we don't deal with it later. Yes. Where's boop boop boop. One. Boop boop. Another one. Research items. We won't even need to take those with us if I do this right, which I just didn't want to waste anyone's time by standing here doing it, you know? But I mean, I'm already standing here doing it. So there's really no point in not following through. Okay, 2 wind turbines should be enough. 2 generators. So now I just need to place this. Now, oh, not solar, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait. Hey, we got some free clay. Everybody loves free clay. I don't mind the plants, I just need them out of my way. I don't want to accidentally like back up because I'm trying to get a better view of something and get stabbed in the back by a plant, you know. It's not the plant's fault. It's my fault because I wasn't born with eyes in the back of my head, you know. Plant's just doing its thing. Whatever its thing is out here on the surface of the moon. Hang on. So, yep. So far, that's what's going on. Just waiting for stuff to get made. Once that quest will give me some bites. Let's go ahead and just pop this bad boy open. Hopefully, let's just move this just a little bit. I don't want to accidentally turn that into scrap. Another thing too, proximity to explosives is extremely important, and what you are carrying in your backpack is important. Important. If you are carrying any type of explosive in your backpack and you happen to be at or just outside the radius of another explosion, you will set off a chain reaction that exists on your back, thus killing you. It can also, if I just happen to have a bunch of just trash laying around, and some of it was like the hydrogen, some of it was the hydrazine fuel, and a couple pieces of dynamite, I could lay waste to an entire base on accident by just misclicking. You know, you accidentally hold that down too long, all you get is a beep beep beep, not a are you sure, nothing. Which hold actions are pretty much, I mean, a way of confirmation, but there are a few other things that require hold that are pretty like scanning. Scanning is something you're going to do 1,000 times, and you're going to do it quite a lot, and it takes just as much time to scan as it does to set off a firework. And so you might be muscle memory to the point where, boom, when you see that whole little key bind with the outline around it, as opposed to that, you might accidentally just set that off. And I'm only saying all this because it has happened to me. can be quite dangerous. Another good thing is it's cool to look at, I guess. You can on creative mode, you can quite literally get creative with it. The chain reaction feature. Imagine some of the things you could do with it. And I would also like to just say, explosions behave very well, they used to. I don't know if they still do. I haven't tested it, but they compound off each other. Example, it would be like if I was to write it in a mathematical equation, each TNT added is basically squaring itself. So like one TNT next to another TNT might as well be represented as TNT times TNT. You put 3 in there, TNT squared or TNT cubed, TNT, to the 4th power, 5th power, 6th power, and it goes like that. Except hydrazine seems to take that a step further. You can core an entire planet using maybe 400 hydrazine. Just it creates such an explosion that if your computer handle it, which nowadays it probably can't, it shells the entire planet, and all the resources just fall to the center of gravity, which if you played, you know where that goes. And if it's locked, it creates a whole new crust around the thing of raw resources that you then have to sift through. And as you're there, it's probably going to lag your game a little bit. So it's one of those things where you definitely don't want to do it on adventure mode or a mode you care about. Okay, so we got this thing. That gave us some bites, or it should give us some bites. Let's go check this out, see what it said. Rewards, bites, yes. Okay, while we're here, because I do want to get the thing it's wanted. Yes, let's begin this. We'll use the buggy, no big deal. It's going to ask for other resources too. We'll worry about that later. RTG, where did I put? Fail. After this stream, I may, when this one's up in an hour, well, 37 minutes, 47 minutes, I'll probably do a COD zombie stream, or maybe some team deathmatch. I get some anxiety out that way. Yeah, not all my games are good. Actually, most of my games are bad, but it's like now you have a reason to feel the way you do. Because you suck at a game. Yeah. Okay, so we are now looking for something called a MAT. I don't know what it stands for. It's some kind of acronym. Martian Astroneer Transportate. No. I don't know. Let's go with scouting. And there's a blue marker that is brand new that has popped up, so we are heading that way. Unfortunately, the surface of the moon, as in the previous video, is a little rocky. A little pain in the butt. A large rover wouldn't have that much of a problem until you hit one of these like resins or a compound. Basically, if you hit a resource in a rover, depending on the situation, it could send you into a world of misery. I've lost large rovers, well, connected rovers, convoys, basically multi-function vehicles that are huge and are practically land. I've lost them in crevasses, kind of like what's happening at this moment. But this thing's light enough. I'll get it out one way or another. It's got all-wheel drive, yeah. It's not circular enough for me to just ride the lip. Well, let's see. Let's try it. Come on. No, a little bit more, Up. Yeah. Okay. And we're out. Good. Don't want to do that again. Learned that one from GTA Online stunt races. I might stream those too. I really love the GTA Online stunt races. Not a fan of much else they got going on, but the stunt races, oh man. And then they released that Hot Wheels game, and I was like, ugh, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm a fully grown adult, and here I am considering playing a video game that has Hot Wheels on it. And it's only because I want to create my own tracks. I just want to race. I just want to create my own tracks and huge jumps, cinematic stuff. Any of y'all play Trials HD back in the day for the 360? I think it was Trials HD or Trials or whatever. Anyway, basically you can make your own cinematic jumps with explosions, effects, and all kinds of. Oh man, it was so cool. And I know now, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto has its own little, quite literal movie maker, but scene maker, which I mean, a couple editing tools and some creativity, and it's a movie maker. Okay, we are here at the mat, and it wanted me to slot the chip, but I'm also noticing some very interesting debris laying around. Large debris, detritus, or I don't know if it's going to classify it as detritus or just leave it as unnamed. Okay, it's unnamed. That's fine. Anyway, hot tip: park your oxygen source near whatever you're looting. Always. That way. Hey! That way. Hey! Sorry. Excited. That way, you can keep an eye on things and not die. Not dying, I think, is something we can all agree. That is not from this planet. That's from Glacio. We're going to take that back. Scrap. Solar. Yes, I can't make that on this planet right now. Unless there's copper up here. Wow. That's another thing too. I wish I could just like quickly peer through my helmet visor for a first person camera. Just snap, not play in first person, because that would kind of be a pain, you know, with the whole multi-tool. I did not bring a package. Let us hope that a packager exists in one of these other ones. Usually. Sun coming up, another dynamite. That'll help. I mean, we're a little ways from base, so carrying that and then driving is not a good option. See if there's any of these. Okay. Where'd I put that? Yeah. Come in. I almost did it. Almost jumped in it, and I was like, no, too close to the spiky spikes. Okay, well that does its nonsense. Oh yeah, what it asked me for. That's one sulfur, right? We'll come back for that. Maybe it might be in that last one over there. Where to park? I know. Dynamite early game is really, it's a convenient find. It helps you get access to the larger vehicles by allowing you access to EXO chips, which I'm not actually getting a vehicle this time. I'm getting something that's going to help me move a lot faster, but it will require one other piece for it to fully be, like, in my opinion, the best way to get around on this game. We have a battery, lithium, no, zinc, sorry, that's my bad. Another solid fuel jump jet. It's only good news. I mean, come on. Copper, zinc, plastic, aluminum, alloy. Copper I can't get here. Zinc, there's one zinc around here somewhere. Have to go into a cave. We'll have to make a comeback trip for that. 6 items, backpack. Unless it can only hold like 6. No. What? Oh my goodness. Come here. Can you... There we go. I do want that battery. Did I never get my gun? Oh, no. Yeah, no. Wait. I'm very confused. Thought I didn't get my drill bits. While I'm here, I know I will be coming back. Go ahead. Loosen up. Most of this debris. So, let's put this. Sorry, I know this isn't thrilling content at the moment. Actually, probably none of it has been. No, stay where you are. That's a good machine. But I want to be able to come back and get this scrap later. Man, I was hoping there'd be a packager. But Matt's marked, so I do not need to put a beacon. I just need to put the stuff I know I want to come back for. Currently. I'd like to bring this whole thing back. car. Don't need jump jets for a car. Sorry, Rover. I don't know who I'm talking to like that. And wasn't there a solar panel? Yep. Alright. That should produce a scrap. That should produce a scrap. So 3 scrap here plus. Let's go ahead and make 1 thing of tethers. Another thing scrap. Right here. Yeah. See if we can do little bits before I leave. Little bits. And I don't want to leave that bad boy. Look at that. Battery and a generator. Start my own little base right here if I want it. Oh, and there's ammonium. Okay, well, this will probably be visible from space now, too. Aluminum alloy, 1 more zinc, and the rest will be on the log. Copper, something else. Rubber? No. Maybe. So a little about me, since I'm just talking to myself. In my 30s, married, father, very happy child, I think, very smart child. Plays games with me. In fact, the first stream that I did, the 4-hour one, child was playing with me there. I'm being very vague intentionally. The internet is the internet, so anyway, less about that, more about me. I just like playing video games, and I'm on disability. I can't work. I mean, I can work. It's just the quality of work will eventually suffer, and so the long-term my long-term usefulness has an expiration date like milk. Eventually I won't be able to help you do this or that unless another method is created just for people like me. There are those with my condition that have adjusted and made rather productive lives that might have had more opportunities provided to them and not been in situations that were so restricting. Unfortunately, that was not my case. Choices had to be made, and things got difficult. The thing, if you're curious, is called Stargards. STARGARDTS. There's an apostrophe S or S apostrophe, I don't know. Disease. Basically, it's juvenile macular degeneration, which is fancy talk for slowly going blind since a teenager. You lose your retina dies slowly. because light is blocking it all the time. The light is being blocked by fatty cells that develop in your eye jelly between the space between your iris and your retina. There's a whole, man, it's beautiful. It looks just like space too when you take a picture of it. I don't know which galaxy it is, but the pictures of people's eyeballs with Stargarts, it's a very sad thing, but it's also like the pictures are beautiful. They weirdly look like galaxies. Just deep space nebulas populated with stars. It's so interesting. As far as my perspective, what I see, it is more or less based on movement. This game has a lot of high colors, very simple graphics, very easy for me to pick out stuff. Like I can see this is yellow, orangish, single item on the ground. I've learned over time, I don't have to lean forward so much, that this is resin. Now that symbol, I couldn't redraw that symbol if you asked me to, because I cannot see it from the 2 feet away. Multiplayer games, Call of Duty for example, Hardcore Team Deathmatch is my preferred because it is about reflexes. Doesn't really matter what gun you're using, you gotta be able to see the other person first, which is fine for most people. I don't even know how I'm trying to say this. I use the edge around the screen to identify targets, because the central vision's probably, if I stared at the middle of the screen, I would not be able to see much around it, and that's what the nature of the condition is. And over time, that just fills in. Almost did a hand gesture. I'm like, they can't see that. I don't have a webcam yet. Where is... There he is. Do I want it on this one? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Sorry. I had to do some internal thinking. Probably gonna get tired of hearing me go, Just heard my roommate go, Didn't I have some compound laying around here somewhere? I think this will work. Should work. And get rid of this. Hey, go ahead and burn that up for me. Maybe? No. I'm gonna have to do something different with it. Let's see. This side's production. Okay. We'll do power over here. Alright. You. Come here. And you're gonna have both generators running. Whenever needed. don't know how to set up power relays and battery switches. Like, if this is full, I don't know how to make it turn. I can experiment, I guess. I mean, what's the harm in that, right? No, well, the harm is using rights. Never mind. Projects for later, I guess. Dude, really? Right about there, looks good. Turn off. Okay, okay. Did oh yeah, man. Jesus. Hope that was enough. It wasn't. That should have been both full. Come on now. The blue. Yep, both are full. Okay, cool. So that ring around your little marker there, the little arrow, the dots indicate the hardness of the surface. As you see, it's harder. So I would need a better, well, I don't right now. I actually have the first drill bit. But it indicates how hard the surface is and direction of the drill. And the lines indicate each individual soil canister. Did not know that my very first time playing it. If you do not have any extra soil, you can't use many of them. You'll be able to dig, but you won't be storing any dirt, so you can't fix it. And I usually try to make sure it's nice and full. Let's go get some more. When the boost and the wide mod on, it doesn't take long to gather dirt. And that's why I run them. There's also an alignment mod that you can put on that'll align it to the center of the planet. Because if I was to just flatten this, eventually it would, as you can see, go straight off the planet, both sides. It would cut straight through all that and eventually just go off, and I would have a tabletop on a planet. It would look weird. But the alignment grid, every time you click, it draws a line internally straight down to the core and then flattens it based on a 90-degree angle perpendicular to the core. So you could theoretically round out completely. If you were to take the time, you could theoretically completely make a almost perfect sphere with an alignment mod and some self-control. Be cool. I don't see the reason to do it unless you were. I don't see the reason to do it. The alignment mod, yes. The flattening the planet, no. Did I do it right? Ugh. I think I did. Let's find out. That's 2 combat, right? Don't even remember. Yeah. Let's go get more dirt. About to solve some problems. It's exciting. Oh, look at that. We already got dirt. Let's get some more dirt. Now I know it appears I'm just laying stuff all over the ground, but some of it does have uses eventually. Some of it really is garbage that, you know, just kind of accumulates. There are some unlocks later that'll make the logistics, storing, transport, all that a lot simpler. So I know in the beginning of the game, one might be deterred because they see a mess in their base and they're you know, maybe they're slightly OCD about it or just kind of anal about it in general, and they're, you know, like I'd like for everything to be put up, and yes, I'm one of those people. I'd like for everything to be put up, but it gets hard. This is probably my 4th or 5th game total. I played mainly on the Xbox, but my Xbox eventually just went out. I won't comment on that, but it was not my fault or any other human person's fault. God, I lost my train of thought. Love when that happens. Oh, so I started playing on PC and then re-downloaded Astroneer to it. And I was like, you know what? I haven't beat it on the PC, beat it on the Xbox, so I'll play it a little bit. So I didn't beat it 4 times, but I definitely like got halfway through 3 times and beat it 1 time. You do your job. Awesome. Okay, if I did this right. Better hurry. Boom, same organic. Like that is so silly. I guess whenever I end the stream, I will try to do a little behind the scenes research on where are they at? Come on now. There it is. Okay, so it's these types of things. I'm trying. I need to figure out, because I would like to turn off the generators whenever no power is being pulled from the battery. The battery is basically, well, it's the battery. So right now nothing's using power, but they're off. But if I was to, I don't know, turn them on, it'd slowly cook all that carbon. Anyway, so yeah, gotta figure all that somehow, someway. But for now, for emergency power, the base should be set. All I gotta do is just turn on those, and we'll have plenty. And in fact, here's some more dirt for you. Oh, wait. We're just gonna wait. Should pick it up. What am I looking for? Okay, so that solves that. Next step, more dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Super manly noise. I wish there was also, I mean, if anyone knows, a way to automatically pack and unpack things. That would be neato. What the? Okay. So if you accidentally are clicking when your mouse goes off the screen, it'll still register as it being clicking when you come back, even though you are not. Now I have seen some people make their bases like really nice. Like they'll have them inside a cave and all their walls are at 90-degree angles and painted. That's super cool. Really wish I had I do. I really do. Like I can't wait to show everyone my Conan base on one of the official servers. No mods, no nothing. Official Conan server base. All me solo. Good game. Good game. Supposed to have some new content soon, so maybe things will be freshened up a bit, and you might catch me streaming more of that. What was I building here? I was building something important. I was like, research. Yes. So yeah. There's actually quite a few things I'm excited to show any audience that's willing to watch, listen, whatever. But I also, like, I've been talking to myself for the past hour. It's fine. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Fun game. I'd like to play some other. I'd like to play with other people, but there's several different types of gamers, as we all know. You got your your backseat drivers, your ones that are screaming all the time, the ones that are like it's always the game's fault, and then there's the ones where it's like I can't do nothing right, or just I have bad luck all the time. Like there's those. I don't know what I like to, or I don't know what I would be classified as, but I do know that I like to build. I'm pretty sedentary. If someone else was with me right now and they were willing, I'd be like, hey, on your adventures, would you, if you could bring back some compound or whatever, dirt, it's like gold in this game, so get you a medium soil canister filled with dirt, bring back, that type deal. That speeds things up a bit, but like teams like Call of Duty, the games like Call of Duty, when an implied teamwork is there, there's no teamwork, no one cooperates, and you're pretty much you're forced to rely on tactics and things you wouldn't normally think of, like oh, let's let my friend go first, and if he dies, that means there's someone in that room. That's not teamwork. It's taking advantage of the situation because the lack of teamwork has created a hostile environment, which, by the way, you letting him walk in there is giving the team a point. Just saying. So, there's that. You got your lone wolves, they don't want no help, they don't need no help, they've been doing it longer and better than you have been breathing oxygen, even if they're younger than you. And that also is like, you're for real now, right? And yeah, they actually are. They completely believe they are the best, and it's hilarious. I will admit, when I was younger, I used to feel like I was pretty good at Call of Duty, and I had factual proof, not ranked proof. I didn't really participate in ranked. I did on Black Ops 1. It was really the only one I did ranked on. Ever since then, I was like, why am I doing ranked? Like, I'm not going to a tournament. Esports wasn't a thing at the time. I felt no reason to get sweaty over it. Like, back in back in the days of Halo 2 and Halo 3 multiplayer. Halo 3 multiplayer, right after it took off and the lobbies and the server issues had been addressed and people were actually being able to stay connected to their parties throughout games, through custom games, through whatever they wanted to do. I got sweaty then. I did do ranked then. Don't know if the stats are still tracked, but I'm pretty sure I did horrible. Not a great gamer, I just have fun being bad at games. And to me, that's better than getting mad that I'm bad at games. So, anyway. We now have research going on this, so we won't need to bring any of this back to the planet. This will just stay running as long as... This is why I wish the auto arms or something would automatically open these, because then I could set up a similar situation that would take these off the block, put them onto a thing, and then place them into the empty slot. If there's a way to do that, again, message me, tell me. I would love to know. I don't spend too much time research. Oh, okay. I did bring this up in one of, I think, the previous video. I keep myself blind to video games, trailers, reviews, and concepts because I want to experience the game as a virgin, completely clean, no idea what I'm walking into. I did this one time, back when Skyrim was announced. That everybody in high school was like, hey, they're coming out with something past Oblivion and Morrowind. And I was like, what are those? Because I had no idea. Elder Scrolls? Nope, nothing. Okay. I also didn't get Game Informer or any of those other magazines, and this was this was right before X-Play and G4 TV even took off. I think I started noticing commercials for Skyrim on TV. I was like, well, so snow, dragons, and armor. Okay, could be cool, but I never looked up anything else about the game. I didn't ask my friends about the game. Like, what kind of game is it? Like, is it a top-down RTS? Is it an RPG? Which is crazy to think about now. Like, but I never bothered to go and contaminate my opinion of a game before playing that game. And because of that, when I finally got to play Skyrim for the very first time, it was like being a child on a seesaw with a best friend. It was the best feeling in the world. It was, I would just wonder, amazement, what is this? What's around this corner? What can happen next? Could I do this? Can I do that? It was so satisfying. And ever since then, whenever a new game that may or may not, see, that's the problem with this approach. There's no way to tell if a game has potential or not without reviewing it or looking into it. But that is all for now. We will continue with the next part soon. I appreciate the views. Thank you for being here. It was fun. It is fun. We'll do more for sure. I'm sorry. I'm currently having troubles trying to navigate my panels and making sure everything is set the way it needs to be. All right. Till next time.